Look closely. Look closelier. Alright, well, cool. So, hey everybody. I'm just going to talk about the session we got for Thursday, April 2nd. So, first thing I just wanted to real quickly touch on is intention behind working out. So, I plan on kind of expounding on this a little bit, but just to kind of give you a sense of what we're trying to do here. You know, not every day is going to be like, for example, this just like high intensity, crush you, sweat on the floor workout. Especially right now, I feel like your time and energy is really important. What we're giving you, it's really important that it's actually beneficial to you. So just to give you an idea of what we did so far this week and what we're looking at. So for Monday, right, we did resistance training, full body resistance training. So, you know, we had movements that involve loading or using our body weight, but really trying to work it on strength. Especially, you know, we're not doing anything super heavy, but motor control, so learning good movement patterns. Muscular endurance will be kind of the next level of that, and putting it together in a way where we feel like we're getting just like overall good movement. Tuesday was more about breathing heavy, right? So we had those 3-minute intervals. We were hitting up some mixed movement, right? Pushing the pace a little bit, recovering, doing it again. Wednesday, same idea. We're back to that resistance training, solid movement stuff. Now we're at Thursday, right? So the focus is going to be today for just mobility and blood flow. So we're going to try to go through a couple of pieces where, you know, the focus is, again, not on hitting it super hard, all right, but on daily movement, all right, breathing, moving through good ranges of motion. If, for example, you are getting to Thursday now and you haven't done some of the workouts early in the week, feel free to jump back and hit one of those, right? So you can do one of the workouts that we already did or you missed, or even from last week. But if you have worked out these past 3 days, right, probably in the mood for something a little bit lighter. So here are options for today. So we have option 1 is a 30-minute run, right? It's not supposed to be super nice out, but that doesn't mean we can't get outside, right? Kind of to break that up. And this could be just running easy pace, right? Just running around every 3 minutes. What we'd say, again, to spice it up a little bit, we'll go 30 seconds at what we'd call 90%. What I would say that would be maybe a pace that you would run somewhere between 400, 800 meters at your fastest, right? Basically, the faster you are, the slower or the lower pace you're going to take there. So let's say you're super fast, you run a 400 meter in under a minute, right? We'll say that 30 seconds maybe more like your 800 meter pace, right? Something that you should be able to hold for the whole 30 seconds and then recover from in that extra 2.5 minutes of easy running. Another option would be if you have a row, bike, ski, any kind of cyclical element at your house, we can do a little 30 on, 30 off, right? So work for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds. That 30 seconds, if you're on a bike, for example, could be just like really light. But it's not a 30-second sprint, all right? It should be something that you could hold for 2 or 3 minutes perhaps, all right, if you needed to. But every set, if we do 30 minutes like this or 30 rounds like this, every set should be able to be done the same. So those first 5 rounds should be relatively easy, and then maybe we have to work or think a little bit harder to stay in there. If 30 minutes straight like that is too much, you can break that into 2 15-minute chunks with a little break in the middle. And if you're doing something, again, like a ski or a row, right, there might be muscular fatigue involved, so just think about keeping the pace down. And then our last option, we say RTW says round the world, all right? So this is something that you can do, and these stations, just like we've done in other workouts, can be completely variable, right? You could put in a lot of different stuff, especially if you did have, let's say, a cyclical element like a row, a bike, or a ski. You could stick that in at one of those stations, right? But basically, we're going to combine movement and breathing along with some stretching into just an easy 30-minute session. So we're going to say a minute bear crawling, all right? So I guess I'll have to show some of this stuff, sure. But the bear crawl, all right, I'd be coming down. I try to think about my bear crawl as being my hands, or rather my hands and my knees, all right, or my hands and my feet, and then my shoulders and hips are level with each other. I can walk forward, I can walk backward, I can walk laterally, but I'm basically just moving around in this bear crawl position for a minute, okay? Then if we have a jump rope, we can go to jump rope singles, right? So we're just skipping rope, easy peasy, right? If I don't have a jump rope, maybe I could do something like jumping jacks, or I could even just like skip in place, right? Then we'll go to a lunge and reach stretch for a minute. So I'm going to take a big lunge step. I'm going to reach up overhead, all right? I can rock around in here if I want to. I'll come up, I'll take a step, I'll work with the other side, all right? We're going to go a minute like that. Again, this is all easy movement. Don't feel like you have to be moving quickly. 1 minute of a plank on our hands, or a front leaning rest as we call it. So I'm here and I'm just gonna hold this position. I can maybe even make some small circles through my shoulders if I want to. If I can't hold for the whole minute, I could break, all right, and go back to it. Next minute, we'll go into a pigeon rock, right? So I'm gonna get into my pigeon stretch. I'll bring this knee in front, and then I'm just gonna rock back and forth. So I'll bring my hips, or my hip right over my knee, and then I'll rock back. And we're gonna spend about 30 seconds on each side, okay? Switch up, same thing. And then that last minute in the sequence is we're just gonna push back into a child's pose. And from here, I'll just get some nice deep breaths. We went through a little breathing cycle the other day, but think in through your nose, let's say 5 seconds, out through your mouth for maybe 10 seconds. So it's 2 to 1 in that exhale to inhale. After I finish that, so that's 6 minutes, we're gonna go through that 5 times nice and easy. And again, don't feel like you're married to the clock too. If you wanna hang out in one of these stretches for longer, totally cool, all right? We just wanna try to get some movement where maybe we're breathing a little bit, maybe we break a sweat by the end of it, but the whole purpose is just to get some nice blood flow and recovery. If you guys are looking for other ideas, or if you have any of your own that you feel like would fit in here, let us know. If you wanna hit a workout up from earlier in the week, again, obviously that's an option, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys. Oh, also, Thursday I'm going to be doing at noon a little webinar over on Zoom, talking about nutrition and lifestyle stuff, basically some of the what we call the BLGs, the basic lifestyle guidelines, things that you guys could be working on right now, especially while we're kind of, in some ways, making our own day, and could turn into a free-form conversation. If anybody just has questions and want to talk about any of that stuff, I'll be open up to that. So again, tomorrow at noon we'll be doing that. Hope to see you guys soon, and keep on moving on.